What's up there, guys? Welcome back to Digger Detecting. Welcome also to a little primary school, and as you can see, we've got the boys in front of us and the Equinox 900 ready to rock and roll. The boys are itching to get off to that playground, and we have been here before in the past, and we have hunted this area a couple of times. Not too many though, so I'm sure there's still lots to find, and I'm sure we're going to pull another silver before we rock into New Year's Eve. We've just got over Christmas. How did Christmas go, guys?
Good.
Good. What'd you get? What'd you get from Santa?
Lots
Lots and lots of Lego. What did you get in particular, Zave, Lego-wise?
A big Bowser Lego and a big Chewbacca Lego.
A big Bowser and a big Chewbacca Lego, and they stand about that tall. I think he's going to spend the whole year building it until Santa comes again. What about you, Dom? What was your favourite piece?
I got heaps of Lego.
Heaps of Lego?
Plus cool stuff.
Plus heaps of other cool stuff. The little projector dog's pretty cool, isn't it? Projects all the stuff up onto the roof. Dom's got a new night light. So anyway, as I said, we're going to rock into New Year's with one last hunt, and this is actually going to be shared after New Year's. So look, but we're going to film it obviously before. So we've just got over Christmas, but we're back out with the boys and ready to get back on that 900 and see if we can't snag one more silver coin before the year is up. Let's see how we go. Alright, well, we really have not walked far, as you can see. We literally just shot the intro there. We've walked around the bag. We set up first, which I will give you a look at my settings there very soon. They're very simple, very basic, and I'll give you a run through them. But look out, we've got our first target, so I want to dig him very quickly because it does sound very, very good. Almost like a silver coin would, like a sixpence. What do you reckon, Saz? You're not playing, mate. You're going to give me a hand. Oh, what's going on there? Straight into a tree root we went. Let's see if we can get around him. We need that pinpointer. I'll just say too, this pinpointer has really, really impressed me lately. And look, the battery in it as well. Now, I've not changed it. He's in there. I've not changed that battery for about probably 3 weeks, I reckon, 4 weeks, and I've been hunting flat out with it. So I cannot believe every hunt that I go out, and I carry spare batteries on me, 2 in the pouch there. I cannot believe that every time I go out, it still survives another day. Zazzle, we've got our first silver coin. In amongst the trees here. Oh. First silver coin today, but oh no, I'm seeing the wrong colour. I'm seeing a copper colour. You know what that means?
Penny, 1 cent.
A 1 cent coin, mate. So not to be. However, we went hunting there with Pa on Christmas Day, didn't we? What happened?
You found a florin.
He found a florin, 1916, a 1 florin, 2 shillings, and Andrew's found a florin before. However, it was horribly, well, it was melted. It was nearly beyond recognition. So look, he just found his first decent florin, 1916 there the other day, and I could not be happier for him. Really, I could not be happier for him. So I would have loved to have found it. Trust me, I would have loved to have found it, because we're actually hunting here with the Equinox 900. I was going along and finding a signal. I'd dig it, and then I'd give Andrew the machine, and he would walk off and find the next signal while I was busy digging the hole, digging out my target, and then I'd dig Andrew's target for him. And funnily enough, Andrew, I just passed the machine to him, and I was just digging out a target. Andrew walked about 1 metre, and I closed in my hole. I think it was like a penny or something, or a 1 cent coin. I closed the hole in. Andrew walked about 1 metre. Bingo, he got a 93, 94 on the 900 here, and I said to Andrew, oh, that's a florin. I knew it was a florin straight away. Oh, something good anyway. Like, oh, look, it just sounded so crisp, and it was the target I've been hunting for all day. That sound I'd been waiting to hear all day. And look, it was all the luck of the draw. Andrew got it. Andrew snagged it. I dug it up for him, and a little bit cleaner digging, and we're just where we were hunting. So I dug it up for him, and bingo, out popped a 1916 florin. So absolutely chuffed for him, and as you would have seen that picture just then, he was absolutely amazed himself. So anyway, we're going to give you a run through the settings. We are going to dig that next target out though, just because I found it so easily. So she's an 81, 82, 83, jumping around a little bit there. About 3 bars of depth. We've got Zave holding the camera on this one. And we're going to dig in with 2 hands and let Zave do a bit of filming. Thanks, Sazzle.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good Christmas, mate?
Yeah.
What was best about it?
Presents.
Presents? It's not like you to say that. Normally, you say, as long as I'm with my family, that's all that matters.
Both.
Like a big softie, aren't ya?
Mm-hmm.
2-cent coin for that guy. Let's give you a run through the settings. So we're going to give you a quick look through the settings, and I was going to take the cover off. However, I've got to disconnect the cord. We've got to turn the machine off. Let's just do it like this with the cover on. So I have turned the backlight on too, just to help, but you can see the screen quite clearly. Let's start from the start there. Noise cancel, we go straight past. So I'll just pull the screen protector down there a little bit so you can see him. A noise cancel, we go straight past. We'll get to that lastly. A ground balance, once again, leave on 0. Just like we used to do with the Equinox 800. It's only in highly mineralised ground, such as the goldfields, that I would bother worrying about the ground balance and adjusting. So leave it on 0. A volume adjust is on 22. We could bump that up a little bit if we were having trouble hearing. A threshold level, once again, we leave it on 0. We don't want to hear any threshold. A target tone, we have 2 tones. I think there's even 1. Yep, look out on the 900. So we've got 1, 2, 5 and all tones. However, 5 is where it's always been at for me. Look, 5 tones for different objects. I know that's not that many. We could go to all tones, or on the Equinox 800 you even have 50 tones, but that is a lot of information, a lot of different tones to learn. And look, 5 tones has always been where it's at for me, and easy enough to listen to and learn along the way. And look, as you've seen, we always have pretty successful days. So 5 tones is where it's at. Just struggling there, you've got to take a breath. Accept reject. Now look, on the 800 we used to always run from 18 through to 40 and just cherry pick the best. And when we wanted, we'd put the horseshoe button on. So let's return to the main menu and show you. We've got the horseshoe button on there, and when we jump it out on the 900 here, we've got from 50 through to 99 set up. So slightly different to the 800, but on the Equinox 900 there, go away fly. We can do the same thing. We can just bump that horseshoe button in when we want to hear everything, and hear everything below 50 that we've cancelled out. When we take the horseshoe button out, bingo, we're only cherry picking like we used to do with the 800 from 18 to 40. We're doing it with the 900 here from 50 through to 99. Let me get my big fat finger out of the way. So back to settings there, and it'll throw us straight back into accept reject. As I said, 50 through to 99, and when we like, we can just put that horseshoe button on and listen to everything, and listen to where all the activity was taking place. That's most likely where we're going to pick up on the old wonderful high tones and the old wonderful high, old wonderful coins, I should say, the old signals that we want. So anyway, the high signals that we want, I should say. Getting my words confused there. Recovery speed. Now, generally, I'm actually on iron bias at the moment, but when you flick to your recovery speed, you'll see this. You'll see a number, and it goes from 8, we're on max right now, and it goes down to 0, or 1, sorry. There we go. I never have it that low. But look, 8 recovery speed for like a quick swing, which I do swing quite quickly, and I want to cover a bit of ground here today. As I said, we've got this oval in front of us, and we've got the secondary oval over the back there. I want to try and hit on both. So a high recovery speed will help, and it is not very trashy. If this is super trashy, you definitely want to run that high at 8. And look, if you're swinging quickly like me, definitely want to run it high at 8. So if you weren't swinging as quickly and the area was not as trashy, you wanted to slow down your swing and concentrate a little bit more, and as I said, the area did not have as many targets, not as trashy, you'd bump that recovery speed down and possibly gain that little bit more depth. But look, even at 8 recovery speed that you see me run all the time, even at 7 you could go down to, which we will today. We'll just go down to 7. But even that recovery speed being set high, you are still going to hit those super deep targets, as you've seen me dig in the past. So holding down the settings button, and one of the more important settings that we adjust is the iron bias. Now, as you see there, once again, let me take a breath. It sort of works similar to the recovery speed, but the opposite way. So the lower that you have your iron bias, and it's a completely different setting, don't get me confused. This is a completely different setting than your recovery speed. This is basically the higher you run your iron bias. If we put him up to 8, 9, look out, I never run it that high. If we put it up to 9 though, we're essentially telling the metal detector that we want to discriminate all out those false or those rusty tones, and discriminate out as much iron as we can. But basically what that's going to do is, there's rusty nails everywhere, and if there's a coin with a rusty nail or rusty item, which there likely is to be, basically you're going to help mask that signal as well. So you're going to mask that coin and possibly not hear it. So look, you may dig a couple more rusty nails running it low. I always run mine down at 0, or if I am finding that I'm digging too many rusty nails, I'll even bump it up to 1. But look, 0 or 1 is really where it's at for me. And you've seen these settings a second ago at the start of this video, those couple of coins we picked up, you've seen those settings, just how well they ping on the coins and how well they work. So iron bias set super low down to 0. I'm not afraid of digging a couple of rusty nails, and if I do dig too many, I will just bump it up to 1. However, 0 will be where it's at for me. Holding the settings button down back again, we're back to our recovery speed, which is set on 7. And look, we hold the settings button again, or push it again, we're back to our main menu. So as I said, 50 through to 99 we're digging. We're targeting on those high tones, those cherry picking signals, because I know there's a lot here still to find. And when we want, we can hit the horseshoe button in and find those other tones and concentrate on those lower signals. Look, if we're in a patch that's not really giving up many signals, I will throw the horseshoe button on and dig anything that sounds good. So anyway, let's continue on. The boys are off playing now. Even Zabe's abandoned me. So let's continue on and see how those settings go for the rest of the day. We just did that settings clip over there under the tree there, and I was literally, well, I'm going to go off into that oval there, but I'm literally just walking V-lining for the other oval over the back here, because that's where I have not touched as much, so not detected as much in the past. So that's where I reckon we're going to have the best success. But I was just looking here, they've put a pit in recently, as you can see in front of me, that concrete pit. Oh, there's beautiful signals everywhere. We're going to go after that one next. So they put this pit in though, and look at the signal that's just sitting there in that undisturbed dirt. Well, disturbed dirt I should say. Look at all the rocks and everything around. So I dare say they've brought a coin up, or maybe, what did we hit? We hit a rock. Maybe we've just got a coin here that we missed in past visits, which I'm sure, oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot here still. Alright, let's go after him. I'm super excited to get to that high signal next actually. It's probably got more of my attention. Oh, what are we hitting on? Did we get it out? It's very hard ground to dig. Where is he? Is it going to be a gold coin, or is it going to be an old coin? Is it going to be a... I was going to say it's going to be a badge. No, it's not. There it is. That's a bit of scrap. That's not cool. Right, it's not what we want. Let's go after this next one. And he's deep. We didn't pinpoint him. But look, I reckon if we just dug away, dug down deep enough, carefully, we're going to snag him with the pinpointer. Like that. So there we go. Let me go after him with my right arm. A little bit more accurate. This could be our first silver coin. Is it? No, but it's our first old coin. There we go. An old roo. There's a lot to be still continued to dig out at this school, I tell you. And it's given up some great old stuff in the past. 1958, that guy. Roo penny, a bit of rubbish and a bit of treasure. An old roo, how cool. Let's get you on to the next. Alright, we've got out where we want to be. We're out on the second oval. Not quite an oval, but it's one that I've touched on less in the time that I've been here. I thought that was going to be a 2-cent coin, but it's not. There we go, we just got our first badge. How cool is that? See a little pin on the back? I honestly thought that was a 2-cent coin. Let's give him a bit of a rub up. What can I see? Writing. It's enamel. Let's give it a bit of clean up. Ew. That was gross. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. Kangaroo. So that is the... Oh, I've found one of these before. Something Comfort Fund. That's a hard one. We're going to have to clean him up. He's got the kangaroo on the front though, as you can see. If you can see it. I don't know how well it's showing. But look, awesome little piece to save. I honestly thought that was going to be a 2-cent coin. And there we go. We've got their first little badge. It's always the ones that you don't hit record for, isn't it? Look at that. We just found part of a watch. I just flicked it up and I turned the camera on. What do we got? Where's the rest? We've got the watch band. 79 that was. Wonder if it's silver. Sterling silver? I don't know. Looks nice though. Rang up nice. Let's see if we've got the rest. Oh! I think we've got more. Let's have a look. Well, there it is. Old watch too. We've got the rest of the band? No. There we go. How cool is that? Humming under the tree here. Not a coin, but a cool old advance watch with the watch band. We found the teacher's watch. Look out. Okay, well, we wanted to find a silver coin here today. Like, that's the main aim every time I go out. However, I never sort of think about the, well, rising sun badges. And there they are there. Not until they pop out anyway. I'll just show you too. I was just digging and look, I'm going through all this charcoal ash layer. A lot of gravelly and look, glass and everything mixed in there. And then I thought, well, what are they burnt off? You know, I'm obviously going down to something that's been discarded and burnt. I thought it to be a penny, or maybe, or I was hoping for a florin. I could only be so lucky, couldn't I? But look at that, I did not expect it to be a little rising sun badge. And we nicked him up the top. What are we doing? I did not see that a second ago. Urgh. Never mind, he was discarded in the rubbish, in the ash, and burnt off. So there we go. If we had not have come along, even though we were rough and nicking him, if we had not have come along, he would still remain in the ground for God knows how long. So there we go. We've got a little rising sun, one that would go up on the collar badge. Only the small type, but what a ripper. Let's go find the silver now. Rightio, so Zave's just wandered over to me now and sat down. I think he's ready for some lunch. He's going to watch me dig out this next target though, before we go and have some. So I think Dom's coming to do the same. What do you reckon it's going to be, Zaz? Something. I'm hoping for my first silver coin, being a sixpence maybe. Wrong coloration again. God, we're digging a lot of copper coins here, aren't we? 1 and 2 cent coins and pennies. What you haven't seen is I've dug a few in between filming. I think I've got about another, well, 3 or 4 pennies in the pouch, plus a little 1 and 2 cent coin spill. So we did, however, just get a collar rising sun badge though. How cool's that?
Cool.
But guess what?
What?
I hit it. I hit it with the digger.
Naughty.
Can't take me anywhere. Alright, what do you reckon? Time for some lunch?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll come back and find our silver coin. Hold up, Buster, hold up. Lunch is cancelled right now. Sorry, boys. No lunch for you.
No gritty today.
You know why? Listen to this.
Florin.
Remember what happened with Pa the other day? What we were just saying about before, how he got his florin? And that is the same signal. That's a florin.
Hey.
That is a florin. Yay. So excited. I am. Look, if that's not a florin, that is our first silver coin. And we're going to snag him and we're going to bag him before lunch. Dom's very excited. Nice shuffling, Dom.
I'm not shuffling, it's gritty.
It's a what?
It's gritty.
It's a gritty. Oh, actually,
It's a ring. Oh,
it's a ring. Something's broken off it. See that there? The stone, the diamond stone, still in here, Dom.
yeah.
Where is it?
There's a hole. Remember what happened last time you found the hole?
There is too.
Found a marble.
Maybe the stones disappeared down the hole. Don't tell me that.
Oh no.
Do we chase it?
Yes.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a bit of glass right there. I wonder what that is. It's not our stone though. Where's our stone?
In the hole.
We've lost our diamond. That's charcoal. Maybe it's just another bit of rubbish burnt off. There's nothing down that hole. We're probably just going to find a spider. There we go. Is that a ring or is that just a bit of rubbish?
Spider. because
What do you reckon, Dom? It's a rubbish?
it's a ring.
It's a ring?
It's a ring because I saw heaps of rings.
You saw heaps of
It's
rings.
rubbish pretending to be a ring.
Well, I think you might be right, bud.
Because
Because you've got that little area. Looks like something's broke off. Alright, let's test it first. No hallmarks inside that I can see. Put it on your finger. Fingers out. Yep, it's a ring. Yep, it's definitely a ring. Well done.
Yeah,
We found a ring before lunch.
And you can also see that would be where the stone would be. And that would be a circle stone.
Nice work, Inspector. Well done. Alright, lunchtime now.
Yeah!
So what's for lunch today, boys? What do we bring? Food?
So we bring
Grapes?
grapes,
Cantaloupe?
cantaloupe,
Powerades?
yes,
And Nutella sandwiches. And noodles for Zave.
and
Because he loves his noodles. He's going to turn into a noodle. Look at him.
still in the car.
Ooh. Oh, it's still in the car?
Yep.
Good. We'll go back and get some fly spray while we're at it. So we're not eating flies for lunch as well.
One question.
Alright, so we're back from lunch. It was a nice Nutella sandwich too, wasn't it, Dom?
Yes.
Dad did a good job. So not like Mum. Mum makes salad sandwiches. So we're just pulling pennies too in this little bark area. Just very quickly, I've already got one. Pretty certain there he is. That's going to be another one. Commonwealth penny. Yes it is. That's really cool because everything else has been later type Rue design pennies, and that's still cool too, but the older the better. So let's keep going. As I said, we're just humming around in amongst the trees here. Then we're going to get out on the oval, because around the oval here, I can't remember what it was exactly. I know big silver, shilling or florin come out from here in the past. So see if we can snag another one as we get out in the oval. 53, 54 before we get out of the little area where the trees are. All I can smell is noodles too in front of me, wafting over. Is it going to be another bit of a toy car? Is it going to be a sixpence, Saz?
One of those.
We found a few bits of toy cars in this little area, and there's another bit. So probably a toy motorbike by the looks. Hot Wheels though, how cool. Let's get out of here now, and as I said, let's get out on the grassy section, out on the oval, and find those silver coins. Alright, boys, what just happened? Where did we go? Where have we been? We've been on a mission, haven't we?
Yeah.
In search of
Coin, silver coins especially.
silver coin, especially because we've got everything else. We've got the pennies, we've got the ones and twos, we've even got a rising sun badge. And look, we've just been humming around this whole oval, and what also just happened, mate? It started raining before, and then it brought out the
Mugginess and flies.
mugginess and flies. They come back again as soon as it stopped raining, and as you can see, the sun is barreling out now. But look out, the sun is out, and so is our silver coin. Our first silver coin, Zazzle. What do you reckon about that, Dom?
Good.
Good, thumbs up, good. So let's have a look what we've got. Oh, it's a sixpence too. I was not even expecting that, to be honest, and this is an area that I've hunted quite a while before. You know, I've been humming around all areas that I have not hunted today. I've really just been picking up the pennies. But look out, we've got a silver coin at just where we've been before, and my intentions were to get off over into the playground and see what I could find over there. Oh, isn't that magnificent? There we go, 1910, and that is the first year Australia started minting its own currency here in Australia. So there we go, 1910, a little Australian sixpence. He'll have King George on the back. So what a bloody ripper. What do you reckon about that one, Zaz?
Great find.
Great find, great find. And look, that pretty much ties us up for today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a wrap up. We might do a little bit more detecting. Very shortly though, we're going to shoot our wrap up and get out of here. Get home, get out of the sun, get away from the flies. What do you reckon?
Great idea.
Great idea. Let's keep going. Alrighty guys, so that is about it for us today. We've had a ripper of a run, and as Zaz just said, these flies are crazy, especially on the front of his shirt. What are they eating there, mate? Bit of jam from this morning's toast? No?
I don't even like jam.
Maybe in noodles or something, I don't know. There's about
I put fluoroparylon on, not
There's about 10 or 15 flies just in that one little area. Oh, don't move them. Then they're going to be all over us. So anyway, guys, that's about it for us today. We've had a ripper of a run. It's been a lot of fun, and look, the flies have been intense. It's a hot day out there. Trust me, I've been trying to stay around in the shade, and we have had a lot of fun though. So all our rubbish that we found hunting here today, part of the old window lever, part of the old builder's ruler, part of the old tarp. We've got the eyelet there. We've got bits and pieces, some random items, and some toy cars, and even, get this right, little bullet coming out off the oval. So how cool. We even found a staple. But we did not find him with a detector. I just spotted him with the eyes under a tree, and I thought, well, best to pick it up. Oh, go away, fly. Best to pick it up because we don't want some kids standing on that for future at the school here. So we do have another target underneath the bark there. I sounded a bit British then, didn't I? We do have another target underneath the bark there, which we'll get to in a second. But we've also got on the pouch here 2 $1 coins, a $2 coin, a 50-cent coin. So we're $4.50 richer. We've got a watch strap, we've got a ring, what I think is a ring or part of the old window handle, and we've got a VAYC badge. Now I think this is something comfort fun badge, or I can't remember quite off the top of my head, so I'm not going to quote exactly what it is. It's something to do with World War II though, so there we go. We've also got a little pendant, or a tiny guy coming out, so they've cleaned up for me, and we've got 5 full pennies and 1 half penny, 3 2-cent coins, 4 1-cent coins, and what we really wanted to find here today, and let me zoom in for this because this is pretty special, we've got another silver coin. Look out. So that makes 215 silver coins now for this year found hunting, because the year is not up just yet. So 1910 little sixpence, that'll do me. We also found a little rising sun collar badge, and look, we did strike him up the top there, so not to worry. Who's going to dig this target out? Dom, you want to give him a go, because we're in the bark chips here, mate. Pretty soft ground, and you're the closest to it. So, whoop, I'm knocking all the coins over. We will need that pinpointer though, I'm certain. Let's have a bit of a look. Can you do that one, mate? Oh, hang on, we didn't need the pinpointer. Let's turn him off. Put that back down again. Now, have a look around here. Did you see that, Zaz? What was it? Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? What do you got? Those damn flies. They're really testing. What is that, Dom? Is that a gold sovereign? Did you just find a gold sovereign?
$2.
Ah, you should have said it was a half gold sovereign to top off the year. So there we go. We had $4.50 plus $2. What does that make, Dom?
$6.50.
$6.50. That could equal you another bag of hot chips, buddy. What do you reckon?
Yep.
Bag of hot chips or an icy pole?
Icy pole.
Icy pole. What do you reckon, Zaz?
I reckon the flies are wanting to destroy me.
They're slowly eating Zave away. Let's get out of here and we'll see you on that next adventure. Cheers.
See ya.